Let's check in on the traffic now, and Rob Byrne standing by to fill us in on everything that's happening. Good morning to you, Rob. Happy Friday.
Yeah, happy Friday. The week slowly been crawling to an end, isn't it? Although I just spoke to someone who's working Saturday and Sunday, so not quite the weekend for everybody, is it? All right, good morning. Let's just take you to load shedding at stage 4 across the country. Stage 4 underway for today. If you drive Pretoria, it's got a very familiar feel to it. Montana, Anlin, Vanderboom, and Onderstepoort as well. So northern parts of Pretoria in darkness for the next couple of hours. Just out into Cape Town, it'll be busy. Mitchell's Plain is offline as well. You might need to know that if you're driving through Mitchell's Plain. That's going to get really heavy. What we saw yesterday on Joburg Street as Wits University students take their protest. A lot of issues around universities these days, and the Wits students heading out and blocking Empire Road and routes around the Wits University campus yesterday. And then in the afternoon, through the morning into the afternoon, moving into central Braamfontein, closing roads. And then later in the afternoon, staging another protest on the junction of Empire and Jan Smuts Avenue. And that's the sort of impact that we saw yesterday afternoon for motorists that were driving home from work, driving into these Wits protests. Now, the students are due to meet at the amphitheatre this morning at 6 o'clock. So whether they decide to come back out onto the roads or not is unknown, but a heads up really, given the unrest around the university and that sort of impact on the roads. If you do need to drive Braamfontein, Parktown, probably a good idea to make sure you've got plenty of time to just get through in case you find yourself having to divert onto an alternative route. And the problem is when you divert in that area in congested conditions, everything else gets busy as well. And here's just another hotspot I want to alert you to. We saw this last night. This is again the Rudekop area, problems with electricity supply. So the community come out, as we saw recently, and as we saw last night, blocking that section of the N3, and it really does cause major problems. That N3 was closed with motorists having to sort of double back and drive into oncoming traffic and all sorts of craziness. So just overnight, if you drive that Spruitview Rudekop area, just be aware of that developing situation, or continuing situation, we should say.